Hi guys, welcome back to episode 4 of Trailside Fixes. In this episode we're going to be looking at drivetrain disasters, so anything from skipping gears, broken chain, broken mech, things like that. We'll show you how to fix them. The first issue we're going to be looking at is skipping gears. Now 9 times out of 10 this is just a simple fix with cable tension. So we're going to show you how to adjust the barrel on your shifter, and all this does is pull the cable or release the cable to get your derailleur in line with your cassette. Right, let's flip the bike over. Big heavy beast. Gently does it. Now, if you look at Johnny's e-bike, you can see there the chain is jumping over the bottom 2 gears. Now this shows there's something wrong with the cable tension 9 times out of 10. It could be the stop, but I know for a fact on this bike that the stop is fine. So all we're going to do is adjust the barrel. So if it's struggling to come down the cassette into a higher gear, then we're going to loosen the cable. If it's struggling to go up the cassette into the lower gear, then we're going to tension the cable. In this case, we're struggling to get into a higher gear, so we're going to have to loosen the cable a little bit. So to do that, you just want to turn the barrel clockwise, and you can do it whilst the bike's upside down, and you can see there, by just turning it a little bit, it stops the chain from jumping about those cogs. Now make sure the gears still shift fine. You can see there it's still wanting to jump, so we're going to loosen it a little bit more, so turning it clockwise, and you can instantly see there it's already better. Just make sure it goes all the way into your big ring at the top, and then vice versa, make sure it shifts smoothly into your high gear. There you go, simple as that. So the next issue you may encounter out on the trail is a broken chain. Now this can be due to poor shifting, hitting it with a rock, anything along those lines. So we'll just show you a quick fix now, how to fix that. So first things first, you're going to need your split links. Now luckily for me, this multi-tool has a little compartment in here where you can put your split links. If you don't have something like this, you can tape these to a gear cable, to a brake cable, anything you like, just to make sure you've got them to hand. Now, we'll show you how to install them. So when you've broken a chain, you may need to remove a link to get to the right part. So you're going to want to get your chain tool, and basically you want this end of the chain to be visible. So if it's on this part of the link, you're just going to need to go to the other side, like so, use your chain tool, crack that, pop the pin out so that this end is visible here. Now we don't need to do it on Johnny's bike because that chain link is already there. So all we need to do is get your split links. Now some of these are directional, depending on what brand you have and what type of drivetrain you use. So the arrows need to go in the direction of rotation of the chains. So we'll pop those on. One goes on that side, one goes on that side. Now you may need a friend just to push the cage forward. If not, you can just pull it using your hands. Pop them in together like that. There you go, thank you Johnny. Then you want to slowly move the chain round so the split link is on the top there. Then what you want to do is just hold the back brake on, and then just push down, and you see the split link pop into place. That's it, all done, ready to go back on your bike. So the next problem you may encounter out on the trail is a broken gear cable. Now, you have 2 options when this happens to you. You can either adjust the high stop using the limit screws there, And what this does is it moves it over a little bit, just so it gets you into an easier gear, enough to get you back to your car. Or you can take what's left of the gear cable out of the system and thread it through the mech like so. So you want the nipple end this side, so that barrel sits in the cable stop there. And then what you're going to want to do is move the derailleur across like so. It's quite a fiddly job, but well worth it. Wrap it round like so, hold it tight, get your multi-tool back out. So you're going to want to push the derailleur over just gently, just enough to do that. Pull the cable tight against it and then tighten that cable clamp bolt there. Then what this does is it holds the derailleur in place in a slightly easier gear. With the leftover cable, you definitely want to wrap it up just so it doesn't get in the way of anything or get caught in your wheel. So wrap it up nice and neat, just so the excess cable doesn't flap about. And then just pedal it into place. It might skip a little, but this is just because you can't get the best cable tension on it. But like I say, it's enough to get you back on your bike, back pedaling, and back out on the trail.
Yeah.
So on the rear derailleur, you've got two limit screws here. One's called the high stop and one's called the low stop. Now, when you've got a broken gear cable, your derailleur will automatically pull this side into your highest gear. So all we're going to do is turn the high stop, which is this one. Just check with your derailleur and you can see there that it is moving the derailleur over. Now, like I said, this will only get you into a slightly easier gear. Like so, but it's enough so that you don't have to pedal in the hardest gear on your bike. Again, another quick, easy fix just to get you back to the car and back to your local bike shop to get a fix done. Now, another reason for skipping gears might be a bent mech hanger. Now, Johnny's bike is pretty much brand new, so it's not that bent, if at all. So what we're going to be looking for is this part here. So this is your mech hanger. It essentially joins your frame to your rear derailleur. Now, it will be evident if this is bent because you'll be able to see it. Now, make sure you're not looking at the cage of the rear mech because some of those are designed to be bent from new. You definitely want to just look at this bit. Now, if it's bent, it's probably because it's been knocked into the wheel like that. If that happens, all you need to do is get your hands behind it and just see if you can gently prise it back. Now, like I say, just be careful not to bend the mech. They are quite fragile, so don't put too much pressure on it, otherwise you might snap it. Another thing as well is that if it is really badly bent and you go into your top gear and it starts hitting your spokes, stop pedaling straight away and you just want to screw your low stop in. Now, it will stop you being able to get into your lowest gear or your easiest gear, but what it will do is save you a lot of money and a lot of hassle on the trail, because that would be something you cannot fix out on the trail yourself. Now, in the unfortunate event that your mech does snap completely and it breaks your mech hanger, there is only really one solution for that. Now, we will be showing you that in the next instalment, along with a few other hacks and bodges that'll get you by. That's it for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, like and subscribe to the videos for more content. Keep an eye out for our next instalment, which is hacks and bodges for trailside fixes. See you then.